What's going on, and welcome back everyone. This is Kyle with the Mind on the Trail YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you some trails around a Pennsylvania small town that you may not have heard of. Because it's a town that most people haven't heard of, it doesn't come up on any list for best places to hike in Pennsylvania. But with the amount of trail systems that are in this area, I think it punches above its weight. This is the town of Shamokin and the trails that surround it. As you can see, the conditions are still very snowy in Pennsylvania, but there are people that have snowshoed and hiked here even in the past week before me. The town of Shamokin is located in the Appalachia region of central Pennsylvania. It's best well known for its history of coal mining. The town currently holds about 7,000 residents. And now we got to a part of the trail where someone must have driven an ATV. And my shoes certainly appreciate not having to wade through the deeper snow. The geography of Shamokin and many other towns and villages in this part of central Pennsylvania is very unique. It sits in the middle of a number of different mountains sloping off to all sides, and I hope I can capture some of that on camera today. It really seems like this could be a special Pennsylvania hidden gem hiking town. I didn't even know about it until I was just scrolling around on the app All Trails and found this small town with what seemed like hundreds of forest trails all around it. Turning around and cresting a little bit of a small hill, you can kind of see more of the geography. I believe that the town is just kind of in that, tucked in that little valley there. Here we're going to head down into this valley. Well, we have come to an impassable section, at least on foot, of the trail, so looks like I'm gonna have to turn around because I'm not fording through a river when it's 15 degrees out. Let's go back this way. We came from the left there. Let's go a different way. Lots of evergreens on this part of the trail. Now it's important if you come here to definitely have some sort of live trail map like All Trails or something similar, because there are a lot of marked but also unmarked trails, and maps like All Trails have private drives on them and they're labeled like that, and so you want to make sure to not go down those. So far these trails have been super filled with rolling hills, valleys, and while there's no absolutely breathtaking spots, it's just generally very beautiful classic Pennsylvania forest scenery, and especially in the snow it's very beautiful. I will admit that there are times where the trail gets a little bit hard to see, and I don't really know if I'm following it at all right now, but as long as you're somewhat close on the All Trails app, it looks like it might be over here. After finishing the hike today, I'm going to park in town and see if I can get some shots of how beautiful the town is from the town itself. So stay tuned for that. Got to a wider part of the trail right along the power lines here, so that's nice. a little bit better conditions for hiking than like a single track, especially when it's snowy. And down there you can see some of the outer houses of the town stretching out from the center of town in the grid. All right, we're back to the roads right where I parked. So let me go down to the town and see if I can show you guys some more cool stuff. That is, of course, after I let my feet and my ankles thaw out. Hiking shoes instead of boots was not a good move today.
And now walking down the main street in downtown Shamokin, you can see the hills in the background behind some of the buildings. They're not quite as striking as I'd hoped, but that's okay. I can't help but wonder what this town used to look like 30 or 50 years ago. It has the feel of a classic Appalachia town in its heyday, but it seems like it's just been forgotten by the 21st century. It just feels like everything in the downtown is a little bit faded. Plus, there's another relic of the past with the Rite Aid here. I wonder if this city marketed its hiking and the outdoors, if it would bring more people back to a town like this, because it certainly still has some charm. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.